Give you an example. God called on everyone to do something. Everybody in here got a call. People act like God only called preachers. God called everybody for something. Everybody was born for some purpose. And the key to life is to find out what the purpose is. Now, you may not have the purpose I have, and you may not do what I do, but you can do something I can't do. That's why envy and jealousy is so ridiculously a waste of time. Because while you worried about what talent God gave somebody else, you ought to discover what God gave you. And if you do what God gave you, nobody can do it like you because God gave that to you. You spend your life trying to be like somebody else, you wasting your time. God don't call people in bunches. He called everybody in their individual call. Ain't no group plan. He gives you a calling, and if you answer the call, your blessing is in the call. But many of us never go for our calling because we are afraid. And we look for assurances from others when God don't need nobody to co-sign what he called you to do. God called you. God put someone in your heart. God compelled you to do something. You know in your spirit that this is what you were born to do. You don't have to check with nobody else. But the reason we do is we are afraid. We fret. Well, I don't know what people gonna say. I don't have the background. I don't have the money. I don't have the education. I made mistakes. I can't step out there like that. Well, God knew all of that when he called you. God knew you was broke when he called you. God knew you messed up when he called you. God knew you didn't have certain education when he called you. So he must have made provisions for you if you accept what he called you for. That's why it says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all these things will be added. If we could do it all by ourselves, it wouldn't be God using us. In fact, you know, I find out, Pastor Watson, that God likes to use people that don't look like they can do nothing. All right, come on now, come on. Because if they all had everything that we were already impressed with, he wouldn't get any glory out of it. Amen. But if he takes unlikely people, if he takes people that nobody thought could do anything, if he takes rejects, people that people laugh at and marginalize and think you ain't got nothing and will never be nothing, never do nothing. And people that have done wrong, and he picks them up and cleans them off and sets them out, then God can get the glory because we say only God could have done that. I go to certain places and I meet all these big shot preachers. Got all these credentials, the right pedigree and all of that. And they impressed with themselves. But you go through the Bible, God didn't use too many big shots to do nothing. In fact, God got a habit of using ordinary people to do extraordinary things. And we talk about Montgomery. I was in Montgomery Friday. I did my TV show from Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, the church that Martin Luther King pastored when he did the Montgomery boycott. What much bigger than this church? Martin Luther King didn't pastor the biggest church in Alabama. He didn't even pastor what would be considered a large church. Because God don't need no big cathedral to do nothing. He took a little church and changed the whole world. James Brown used to tell me, James Brown dropped out of school in 7th grade. He said, yet they'll take conservatories and colleges and study my music. He said, I ain't never been to college, but they teach college classes on what I did to music. It ain't what you got. It's what God takes what you got if you let go